Hey ADOS, this is B Jax. I'm back again. We're going to go a 2 for today. And pretty much my topic today is going to be about Biden. Biden participated in the 2020 debate 3 days ago. And basically, the topic of this conversation is going to be why Biden should get no black votes whatsoever. He has proven time and time again that he is not for us, and nor does he care about us. And you can tell these things by the things how he responds to questions. And today, this is in particular about how he responded to a question that was given by a reporter, and basically, he gaffed it off. This question was not important to him whatsoever. The name of the interviewer or the moderator, her name is Amna Nawaz, okay? And she was one of the moderators for this debate in particular. And she asked Biden some questions in reference to, actually one question in reference to reparations. And I'm going to play for you exactly what he said. And then I'm going to give some value comment to this. I'm not going to make this video short, but it's very informative. And this is something that should be shared with young people, old people alike, so that you have to understand that you are being undermined on national television and just blatantly, and no one cares. And before I play this, just to let you know, I looked at some other news outlets, major news outlets, in reference to what their responses were to this. And I'm going to comment on that right after this. So I want you to hear this first. Okay, give me 1 second. Well, anyway, I'm going to go back to that. But so once again, I mean, this is just a little bit of what Biden does. This isn't the first time he's done this. And so, he kind of puts his foot in his mouth when he starts talking about reparations. Here we go.
Vice President Biden, do you support reparations?
Well, I mean, since I haven't spoken on this, got a chance. Number one, the reason we're the country we are is because of immigration. We've been able to cherry pick the best from every single continent. The people who come here.
Okay, I'm going to pause that and I'm going to start it again. Maybe I didn't get all the question, but let's see if we hear the question.
Vice President Biden, do you support reparations?
Well, I mean, since I haven't spoken on this, got a chance. Number one, the reason we're the country we are is because of immigration. We've been able to cherry pick the best from every single continent. The people who come here have determination, resilience. They are ready to stand up and work like the devil. We have 24 out of every 100 children in our school today is Hispanic. The idea that we are going to walk away and not provide every opportunity for them is not only stupid and immoral, but it's bad for America. They are the future of America, and we should invest in them. Everybody will benefit from it, every single American, and you should get used to it. This is a nation of immigrants. That's who we are. That's why we're who we are. That's what makes us different, and we should invest in them.
Thank you, Mr. Biden. Senator Clovis.
Well. Did you hear how that flex in his voice? Almost as if he's tired of you asking him about some damn reparations. I'm tired of you asking me about reparations. To the point that he totally misses the question and talks about immigration. ADOS, fundamental black Americans, Negroes, African Americans. You should be upset, really. This should be upsetting to you. To actually here's a person that the Democratic Party is pushing to be the main guy. They want him to be president. In fact, if you look in the news, all day today they were talking about how he won. He won this debate. And the most hypocritical thing is, I actually went to MSNBC to go look and see what they were saying over there. And nobody's even talking about this. Nobody's raising they say he won. And then they have people of color on there who obviously are from somewhere else. And they laugh and they joke and they give commentary as if this was great. But how can we just overlook a whole people as if we're nobody and directly go and say immigration and then say get used to it. Like, I really think that they believe there are no intelligent black people, black men and women. Like, we don't exist or something. They think that all intelligent black men and women are sellouts and that we'll all sell ourselves for a little office, a Mercedes Benz, you know what I'm saying, making, $75,000 a year. That's what they cooning for, $75,000. Some cooning for 50. But I don't want to get off the subject. The point that I'm trying to say is that this is supposed to be the heck. They're saying he won this debate. They're prepping him up to be president, and that maybe Kamala Harris will be vice president. Who knows? But when he was asked about reparations, and this is not the first time, he seems to not understand the question and veers totally off to the left or right with something that I have no idea what kind of answer that is. That's obviously an answer saying that he supports immigration. They work hard as a devil. What does that mean? So they are here to be worked to death, basically. They are here to take competitive wages away from fundamental blacks that are already here, that may have low-level jobs, that need those jobs. Look around in your company. Look around in your communities, ADOS. Look around and you will see immigration at its best, working for them, providing for them. Meanwhile, our people need. Meanwhile, our schools are overran with all type of craziness of leadership. Kids being touched. Kids being approached. Kids having to learn about sexual things before they're even ready for it. This is what's going on in our communities. But we get one question, and that was asked about reparations. And this is how he discarded us. He just discarded us. He ought to be ashamed of himself. This is the same man that authored the crime bill, that mass incarceration, and he wants nothing of it. He wants nothing of this reparations. So ADOS, I come to you so you can see more information. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. You can clearly see with your own eyes. This ain't hocus pocus. This not somebody that's trying to start some shit. I'm trying to talk to them people. And I'm trying to let you see what's going on. But everybody else around us gets what they're supposed to get. Everybody gets benefits. All up and down your street. There's somebody from somewhere else that's selling products in your neighborhood to you. But you couldn't go into their neighborhoods and do this. You know, everybody, they want you to come to Ghana to come see where you were sold at. But none of these proceeds that they're getting is going to fundamental blacks to benefit them. Everybody is taking an opportunity to get a piece of the pie. We have Indians, I'm sorry, but they look white to me. We have Indians, that are suddenly recognized and they're getting benefits. This man had one opportunity. He could have practiced this question 1,000 times. He could have sat down with think tanks and maybe some black people in his campaign and asked this question so he would have a decent answer in the debate. Perhaps he could make those Democratic voters believe that he really does care. When in actuality, he didn't even answer that question. He started out saying he spoke on this many times. And it was almost as if he was talking to black media. Like, man, listen, I don't care what y'all saying out there. Y'all talking about this reparation thing. Listen, these people they come here to work hard. Almost as if to say, black people don't work hard. Black people ain't up from up to down, from time up to time to go down, sundown, working. They got to leave their kids at home to figure out for themselves how to eat because they working just to put a roof over their head. And I'm talking about Negroes, man. African Americans who need help, who's walking up and down our streets. They're out of their mind. But yet, we got money for everything else and everybody else. And then the nerve that we have, I didn't even see like one other or hear any other black politician say, "Damn, he didn't even answer the question." As if they wanted to possibly win the debate. They could have used that as fuel to say he's not a good candidate. But nobody's buying it. So that goes to tell you, there's no one in that party that cares about it. I mean, they even go as far as telling Hillary, hey, they want to see her go to jail for her emails. But nobody says anything about it. He's just allowed to basically avoid us. No matter how much we petition, how many videos we have here. But we're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to respond. Because everybody needs to know. And this is the reason why I feel Biden should get no black votes. Like, there should be a black person. And I'm not saying this to weaponize this. Once again, listen to these candidates. Listen to him. Totally disrespecting us. We are a group too. I done heard this man go out there with the Asian Latino connection and talk about the Asians and talk about every other group, how important they are. But the only thing that was important to Biden was signing the crime bill to send us away for a long time. He had no regard. He even said it's not our problem how they got like this and why they do this. They is ready to throw us in jail. And now today, we talk about reparations. These people act as if they weren't born in the 50s and the 60s. They act like they weren't born in the 40s. They act like their parents didn't talk to them about racism and how the mistreatment of the people, the slaves in America, the descendants of the slaves in America. They act like totally like they just dropped down on a spaceship and they trying to figure out what's going on. And they looking around and saying, hey, everybody got something, everything's straight. But we got to get these immigrants in here. We got to get them in here and work them hard. Like, what? Get them in here for what? They have their own sovereign nations. And also I wanted to bring that up. The same way they go around and they have their flags, you know what I'm saying? From the different countries they're from, they're allowed to, be proud of who they are and where they're from, their culture, and whatever that is. They don't get harassed about that. But black people, if we even raise a flag or even say anything about organizing, this is somehow some kind of covert hate speech, or you know what I'm saying, we just disrespecting people out here, when in actuality we're speaking facts. And this is the reason why you need to invest in black media. White media is saying whatever. Like I said, I looked at all the clips about the response from this debate, and basically they all said he won. But when it came to us, fundamental blacks, Negroes, African Americans, if your descendants were called niggas on the slave plantation, when it came to us, he just like totally went somewhere else with it, to a whole nother group that's not even from here, that have their own nation. And he act as if he's saying like, it's here and it's here to stay. Who is he talking to? He's talking to us. And he's telling you he don't need your fucking vote. Excuse my language. That's what he's telling you. I don't need your motherfucking vote. We have enough people over here from there that qualify as being black. So we got the votes that we need. Especially if it's a black man, he only making up 4%, 5% of any damn thing. Could care less about what the hell we talking about. And so, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on this right here. Once again, I hope you like the conversation that I'm bringing to the table. Please comment. We always have these people that come from other places and ask these crazy questions. They don't even listen to the video. They just automatically assume that black people are their fucking foot rugs and shit. And that's not who we are. Okay? So go ahead and drop me a like. Also subscribe. Also comment. And once again, thank you for your time. I'll be back in a minute.